All right, so I feel like this entire series of me dealing with this AR9, this EPC AR9 should be titled Mistakes Were Made, because I just make mistakes because I am new to this and I don't claim to be perfect or know all of the answers. With that being said, I am still learning. One of the things I'm learning to do, or one of the things I learned, is the Radian Talon safety selector that I chose had more parts to it that I found after I closed out the video, last video, or the video I was shooting. So with that being said, what I'm going to do is install the safety selector. Now, inside of the cardboard package, if you take everything out, inside of the cardboard package, there is like a little parts kit. There is a tool. There are 2 small springs. And I heard someone call it a missile, but it does look like a missile now, actually, that you know, they said that. And then, of course, 2 little pins. When in my last video, I was saying that there's no way the selector switch things will stay because they look like they'll fall right off. Well, that's what the pins and the springs do. They hold everything in. Duh. So I'm going to turn this package over and put everything onto the packaging. And again, there are 2 small springs. I'm going to separate the 2 small springs. And there's 2 metal. I don't even know what they're. It's like a pin. But there's 2 different ends to this. One of the ends has a little piece, a little ball. Really hard to see. But it has a little ball that you'll use to retain the spring. So let's see. Let me show you that. So see how the spring is retained? So we're going to put both springs on the pins. I guess they're capture pins. That will be probably what I would call it. Consider it. So here again is the capture pin, and there's the spring. Hopefully you can see that. And I'm just going to put one of the ends has a ball on it. You'll be able to see it when you know in person. The ball end, and we're going to push it onto the spring so it's captured. All right, kind of get that ready, and then I'm going to put this off to the side. Radian does offer a new spring for your, well, a new spring to go down in the channel, so we will be using that. Again, we're going to take out the dreaded screw from the grip. It's my favorite component on this AR. So the spring that came with it popped out. Now, what I did differently was I pulled up on the grip as I was pulling this out in an effort to try to retain the screw in the grip. It worked. All right. So we're dropping out the, let's say, factory missile, with the one that came with the parts kit. We're going to drop in gotta take my safety selector out first. Take the selector out. Now the Radian one that has 2 positions, there's a 45 and there's a 90. I'm going to put it in and use the 90. Just want to make sure this is right before I commit. Perfect. Yes. So we're going to push that into the channel. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to put the spring on the one side and everything on the one side so that it will be captured and it won't fall right through. I'm going to put the longer safety selector on the near side, or well, on the left side of the pistol. Use my finger to get it started and captured, and then use the tool to push it down enough so that the selector can get pushed over the retention pin. Come on, man. Let's use the screwdriver. And we'll push it till it locks. Positive feedback. Push this down into the channel. Get that started. Get the new missile down into the hole. The old spring is out. The new spring is going into the grip. We're going to push this down into the channel. Make sure that lines up. And the screw was retained in the grip. And we'll get that started. I'm going to test for function. Oh yeah. It works. And I'm going to get the ambi side, the right side, done. So I'm going to push everything in. Push the pin, the retention pin, in and down. Get it started, and then push it down enough so that the pin can get under the selector. Come on. There we go. And with positive. So this tool, to take this out, obviously I need to keep it with me. So I'm going to put it in the handle along with the tools for the anti-walk screw that I have here. But we'll get those into the grip here once I finish tightening this. But there you have it. I figured I didn't need to do a whole separate video on my channel, but that is the installation of the Radian Talon safety selector. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. Like I said, I checked it already for function. So thank you as always for watching. I'll see you next time.